Throw back to my first video. Oh right, let's get filming. Hey guys, it's Christina, and I am actually getting this uploaded on Friday like I said I would. Woo! Today I'm going to be doing a story time. Now if you watched my TMI tag, you would know that I mentioned something that I missed, and that was my dog, Puka. And then I told you guys I could probably do a story time on that. Well, I'm very bored today, and I decided why not go ahead and film that. Alright, so this is going to be the story time about the life of Puka the French Bulldog. Good title. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so it all started off when I was laying in bed with my dad and my sister, and my mom walks in with the beautiful baby French Bulldog. I don't know how old she was, but she was full grown. Still a baby though. So basically my mom, before that, had told us she was going to the pet store. And she said she wasn't buying a dog, she was just going with my grandma to look for no reason. I don't know how I believe that. Anywho, so she comes back with this French Bulldog, and I freak out because we had lost our Chihuahua like 3 years before that, and so I'd have been really wanting a dog. And so my mom lets her go, she runs into the bed, and yeah, we love her. We find out her name is Puka, and then my mom tells us how she got her. So my mom said that there was this lady who knew a lady who had a French Bulldog, but she could not keep her because she was basically treating her other dogs like toys. So she needed a good loving home for the dog to go to, and so basically my mom just met up with her, and yeah, I ended up coming home with her. So anyways, now for the actual story time part. Okay, so about 2 years passed by, and you know, it's just a normal day with her. I'm in about 4th grade, and I walk outside and I notice Puka's just laying there like shaking, okay? She was 2 years old, so I like go up to her, pet her. I'm like, what's wrong, Puka, you know? So then I call my mom out, and my mom looks at her and she doesn't think that it's normal. So we just kind of ignore it a little bit, think maybe she's a bit chilly. Well, it continues to go on throughout the day, and she's not really eating, she's throwing up. So immediately we know something is wrong. So then my mom decides that she's gonna take her to the pet hospital. So while at the pet hospital, she's diagnosed with Addison's disease. If you don't know what Addison's disease is, Google it. Oh, I'm just kidding. I just looked it up. Frankly, I never knew what it was, really. I just knew she had it. It is a disease where the adrenal glands do not produce enough hormones. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what the issue was, like that's what was wrong with her. But they said that she'd be fine, she was just having an Addisonial crisis. So yeah, we had to buy this special food for her. Like my mom had, oh my gosh, it must have been a lot of work, but twice a day she had to basically make her food. Like it was just like powder, and you would combine it with like water and like stir it up. It looked disgusting, okay? So we'd have to feed that to her every day. So for the next year, so we're fine, no more crises, we're good. Then come the first week of 5th grade, and I come in home from school and I go upstairs, and Puka's just sitting there. This is kind of weird because Puka never really does that. So I walk in, and the first thing she does is she like jumps onto me, like gives me one of those dog hugs, and like stays there. Now Puka does not do that. Puka would be the type like I would have to like pick her up and hug her. No, she hugged me, and I thought this was very strange. So I'm like, aw, Puka, you're so cute, blah blah blah. So then I'm like, okay, well I have to shower because I have to go to dance, and you know, my mom made me shower before dance because I would get out late. This is back when I was a competitive dancer. And so I like go in the shower, and when I stand up, I hear this yelp come out of her. And I didn't know it was wrong because she never yelped, so I thought maybe I stepped on her toe or something. I was like, oh Puka, I'm sorry, I probably stepped on you. And so like I picked her up, like put her on my bed, like I made sure she was okay. So I go to shower, I get out, go to dance, it's fine. So I had a carpool with this one girl who was on my dance team, so her mom would pick us up from dance, my mom would be the one who would take us. So we had stopped at the gas station so they could get Subway. So I'm in the car, I get a call from my mom, and she's saying, hey, I'm going to the hospital with Puka. And I'm just thinking, oh no, she's having another Addisonial crisis. I hope she's fine. I just thought it wasn't a big deal. So anyways, I get home and I see Puka's like back leg sticking out from under the seat. And so at that point, I thought she was like dead in the back, but it turns out she was just really like out of it. Okay, so then I walk in and my mom's freaking out. I don't know anything that's going on. So I just kind of ignore it, say a few prayers. Like, I'm hoping that this dog is okay. Later, I asked my mom, I was like, what's going on? She's like, well, Puka was yelping a bunch of times. She was yelping. Okay, so Puka was yelping a bunch of times, and so my mom didn't know what was wrong with her, and then she would like come over and like touch her, and she would be yelping even more. Like, she had not yelped that many times in her life. She was obviously in pain. So of course my mom was on her way to the dog hospital, or pet hospital, whatever it's called. So my mom's there like all night. So I just go to bed because I have school in the morning. I'm hoping everything is okay. So I wake up the next day and go to school, and I'm in PE, we're running laps around the gym, and I'm telling my friends, I don't know if my dog is dead or alive, you know. I don't know why I was saying that with such pride, like, yeah, but I was like running laps, like telling all my friends that. I don't know, I thought maybe I was cool or something, wanted to be interesting. Anyways, so I was telling them that, and the whole day I was like worrying, like, okay, what's happening with her? I don't know. So I get home, none of her stuff is there. Like, now that I think about it, how the heck did she get upstairs? I have no clue. All of her toys were gone. Just every single piece of her was gone. But I didn't want to ask about it because I knew that the moment I found out what happened, I would start bawling because it was pretty obvious she was gone. Why else would all of her stuff be gone? So I just avoid talking about it throughout the day because I did not want to face the fact that Puka was gone. Remind you, she was 3 years old. Only 3 years old, okay? So I just went the whole rest of the day without talking about her. I did not want to ask about her. My parents were there, like, they didn't say anything. So then later, I'm getting ready for bed, and my mom walks in to tuck me in with my dad, and she goes, "So you haven't asked about Puka all day?" At that point, I just break down crying, okay? I could see that coming the whole day, so that's why I was avoiding asking. Then they explained what happened, and so now I will explain to you what happened. So basically what had happened had nothing to do with their Addison's disease, which that's what we all thought would like be the cause of her death or something. So anyways, apparently a plate in her back had slipped. So there are many problems with French bulldogs. They can't breathe very well because their nose is so smushed in. They are too heavy to float in water, so when they can't swim. So there'd be many times when she'd fall in the water and we would freak out, but luckily we'd get her out on time because she couldn't save herself. And another thing is that they have very bad backs, and so just jumping onto a bed could have been the cause of this. Like, just think, if she hadn't done some weird movement, she could potentially still be here. Anyways, a plate in her back had slipped, and it was causing her excruciating pain. So basically, my mom said that while at the hospital, it was to the point where the whole back part of her body was paralyzed, and she could not move, and there was nothing the doctors could do about it, and they weren't just gonna leave her there to be in pain if there was nothing they could do about it. So they had to do what they had to do and put her to rest. So yeah, I really miss her. Everybody here misses her. I mean, now we're very grateful. We have 3 dogs. We have 2 bugs, which is a mixture of Boston Terrier and a pug. They're very cute. And then we have a German Shepherd that we actually found. So we thought it was actually fate that we found. Her name's Maggie. Because my dad had been talking about wanting a German Shepherd. Then we ended up with 2 bugs. Yeah, we still ended up with a German Shepherd in the end. Anyways, back to Puka. So now that I've told y'all what happened with her, I guess I should tell you why she was so special, I guess. I mean, there's nothing really too special about her. It's just she had a big personality for a dog. Like, she was like another sister. Every time me and my sister would get attention from my parents, she would get so jealous. She would start growling. She would even come up and nip us in the leg or something. She would not get happy. Every time we'd walk into the kitchen, she thought it was her kitchen. She would get so mad if we would walk in there around her because she was thinking that we were gonna take her food or something. She would watch TV with us. There's even like a video that my mom has of her laying down and watching my dad work on his laptop on the ground. I don't know. She was just a really cool dog to have, and she was really cute. And I remember sometimes I would carry her up the stairs at night and I would sleep with her, force her to sleep with me. Like, I'd wrap her in a blanket and go to bed with her. Oh, and let's not forget to mention that she ran away a million times. Like, every time you'd open the door, slightest bit, she would want to bolt out the door. So if there was any way she could escape, she would escape. I don't know why, she just loved to get away from us. Yeah, so luckily we found her every time she ran out. Alright, so if you enjoyed that story time and found it touching to your heart, or saddening, or happy, or I don't know what, just give it give it a thumbs up anyways. And make sure to subscribe down below. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.